Exponential equations. Now, I've got a first example that hopefully will be easy. Basically, if we say 2 to the x equals 8, well, I can just rewrite 8 as 2 cubed, right? That's the same equation, right? But if 2 to the x equals 2 to the 3, the only way that can be true is if x equals 3. Does that make sense? Beautiful. So the point of that is, if we have the same base on either side of an equation, we can equate the indices. So if a to the x equals a to the some another number k, then it must be true that x equals k. It just has to be. For instance, if I've got 5 to the y equals 5 to the 10, what does that mean? Yeah. Here's another example. If I've got 3 to the x plus 1 equals 3 to the 9, what can we then say? X plus 1 equals 9, and therefore x is 8, or minusing 1 from both sides. So girls, question 1. Solve for x. 2 to the x equals 32. Okay, that's all well and good, but it'd be so much better if both sides were at the base of 2. So what's 32 as a base of 2? 2 to the 5. But over time you'll need to get confident, because they could certainly ask this in a paper 1. So I would always write that line next, and then I say x equals? Exactly, so easy. Okay, next one. 9 to the x equals 27. Can I get 27 as a base of 9? No. But what can I get them both as a base of? 3. So let's try that. Now, you tell me, what would you write for the 9 to the x bit? What's your next line if you want it as a base of 3? It's comfortable to go straight to 3 to the 2x. Some people might have gone 3 squared to the x and then gotten 3 to the 2x. What's 27 as a base 3? 3 cubed, yes, good. Double check it. Try and do as much of this as you can in your head. All right, 2x equals 3, and then solve it for x. Just equate the powers like that, then solve it for x. I would divide both sides by 2. X is 3 on 2. See, any thoughts? So it's 3 to the x plus 2 equals 3 to the 4. What can I say now? Beautiful, I like that. X plus 2 equals 4. So x is 2. And you might minus 2 from both sides and say x equals 2. 2 to the x minus 4 equals 1 on 8. Girls, let's take this a little bit slowly. What is the first thing you would do to get 1 on 8 to the base of 2? And you might do it in steps, and that's okay. You can go straight to 2 to the negative 3, which is great. But did anyone do it in steps? What would you do first? Oh, you went to here? So you did it that way? Another way you might do it, girls, is rewrite it as 1 over 2 cubed and then get it to 2 to the negative 3. And so now what can we say? Beautiful. Now, and if you add 4 to both sides, you get x equals 1. Now, I know some of you can go straight to x equals 1, but girls, I guarantee you it's so much easier to make mistakes if you try to go straight to the end, especially when you've got negatives in it. It's easy for people to make mistakes. So can we just slow down a little bit? What do we need to do in E? Base of 5, is that doable? Beautiful. So just focus on the left-hand side. Any thoughts about making 25 to the x minus 2 base 5? And you might do it in steps. You don't have to go straight to an answer. I like that. Let's take it in steps. It's 5 squared to the x minus 2. I have a feeling if you tried to go straight to the final, you might get it wrong in this example. We'll talk about that in a second. What about the right-hand side? What would that be as a base 5? Beautiful. Okay, now back to the left-hand side. How can I write that as a final base 5? 5 to the something without brackets, in other words. Beautiful. Now, so the reason, girls, I didn't want you to go straight from here to here is it's often easy for people to forget. They think, I need to double that, but they might just do 2x minus 2. If you just go slower, you'll be more likely to multiply both of them by 2 and get it right. So that equals 5 to the negative 1. And now what can I do?
You can say 2x minus 4 equals 11.
Beautiful. Can everyone now finish that off and tell me what x is? 3 over 2. Just double check, you add 4 to both sides. Cancel, cancel. 2x equals 3, divide by 2, x is 3 on 2. Now, look at it. Yeah, it's like a quadratic.
You can make it to the base of 3, so like for 9x would be 3 to the power of 2x, and then plus 3x and minus 12.
Beautiful. Okay, but that's exactly right, but we still need to solve it, and it's not one where we can just equate the powers like all the others.
I put it in brackets, so 3 to the x plus 4 in one bracket, and then 3 to the x minus 3 in another.
That's exactly right. Now, that's exactly right. And all of that would equal 0. Now, girls, for people that don't feel comfortable to go straight to that, what could we have done to help us out? Let u be, equals 3 to the x. Therefore, it becomes u squared plus, is that okay with everyone? And then you might have gone to the factorization with u. What would that be?
U plus 4 and U minus 3.
Mm-hmm. And then, now it's up to you. From here, you might have solved for u and then substituted 3 to the x back in. Or you might have rewritten the factorization as x. Up to you. From this line, what can I say?
You say that 3 to the x plus 4 equals 0, and then 3 to the x minus 3 equals 0?
Beautiful. I like writing that out first because it's a bit more complicated than usual. So I think it's worth writing that. Then from this one, what do I get? Minus 4. And from this one, what do I get? Beautiful. Just look at this one for a second. I'll get back to the other one in a second. What does x equal? Because there's an invisible 1 here. How's everyone going? Now back to this one. Think about it for a second. I want to see you write no solution. You don't just leave it. You actually write no solution because you don't have to even give a reason. Just write no solution. Because, girls, it's important that I know you didn't just forget to solve it. You actually know there's no solution. A positive base to any power will always be positive. E.g., so like that 3 to the x will always be bigger than 0 for all x.